My name is Robert Schneider, and I'm gay. When I came out, I was 17 years old. I didn't want to come out, and I thought that if I was going to come out, I was going to be like the elephant man of the town, where everybody looks at you and points and goes, that's the gay guy over there. Unfortunately, I had to come out because my mom and dad found that I've been using the internet for other things besides school research. My father pulled me aside, and my dad's from Brooklyn, and he's a great guy, and he looked at me and he goes, so, last night you said you were gay. And I said, yes. He goes, that's a pretty big statement to make. I said, yeah. And he goes, you sure it's not a phase? I said, no, I'm pretty sure it's not a phase. He goes, because it's normal to experiment. And I said, no, I'm pretty sure it's not a phase. He goes, because I experimented a lot. You probably don't want to know this, do you? I said, no. And he goes, doesn't matter what you are. No matter what you are, I'm always going to love you. I realized through that sense of humor and through that jovial nature that he had that I was going to be loved. And if I surrounded myself with people like him, I was going to be okay. In 2008, California had a proposition on its ballot called Prop 8. Prop 8 didn't upset me as much as Prop 2 upset me. Here was Proposition 2, which got passed in California. Prop 2 said that livestock and poultry needed more room in its cages before it was killed for food. That got passed. People thought it was okay for poultry to have more room to move, which obviously, yes, that's a wonderful thing, but they did not think it was okay for two men or two women to express their love. That wasn't okay. The mindset that it's more important for animals to have some comfort in this world as opposed to a certain sect of human beings, that really upset me and that really angered me. This is not a bagging on animal rights by any means whatsoever. Prior to that, I sort of had led my life with a little bit more discretion in terms of introducing myself as a gay male. And after that, I realized this is ridiculous. More people need to see us. More people need to know us. Because if that's the case, hopefully if this proposition were ever to come up again, people would have a different idea and a different mindset of exactly who they were voting against. I realized I really can't live in the closet as much as I had been living in the closet. Yes, I was gay. Yes, I had boyfriends, but I wasn't leading with that. And I realized it was time to lead with it because, like I said, if they can put a face to what they're hating against or what they're opposing, I think you're in a different ballgame at that point. A lot of my family is from the deep south. They have very specific ideas and views on how people should act, how people should think, feel, and all that stuff. And I was talking to some of my relatives and they were telling me that they start every single morning by watching Ellen DeGeneres' show, and that one of their favorite television shows is How I Met Your Mother, which stars Neil Patrick Harris, an openly gay man. Look at all of the positive images of LGBTQ members that we have surrounding us on a daily basis, and no one is talking about Ellen's sexuality. Nobody is talking about Neil Patrick Harris's sexuality. Think about 15 years ago and think about how we saw Ellen's face on every single TV guide, and how when Neil Patrick Harris came out a few years ago was a big deal. I think now what's so inspiring is we don't talk about it anymore. We talk about their talent, we talk about what they bring to a project, what they don't bring to a project, and the fact that everyone in this country, regardless of what their religious beliefs are, can watch these people and laugh and think and have a good time, and there's never any thought of, oh, who do they go to bed with at night? That's very, very inspiring. It does not get better because there is no such thing as it. What is it? It is something that is intangible. You get better, and I get better, and he gets better, and she gets better, and they get better. And when we all get better, improving our own individuality, then when we come together to fight, then we are it. But do not wait for some ambiguous thing to come to fruition because it's never going to come. It's just not there. You can only worry about yourself. So if you improve yourself and speak your truth and own up to who you are and improve yourself on a daily basis, no matter what it is going to be, then it does get better because you and your friends, they are the new it. So improve yourself, take care of yourself, worry about your friends, but improve you. Because once we have an improved you, then we will have an improved it. If you do not look like me, you need to hear this. If you have not walked in my shoes, you need to hear this. I think we have a problem in this country, and it's a problem that is prevalent, which is I think we put a wall up around ourselves. We have a tendency not to look at what's on the other side. We like what's comfortable to us. We like what is known to us. We judge people and we evaluate people through our lens. I think we've stopped putting ourselves in other people's shoes. I think we've stopped looking at the other side of things. So if you do not look like me or sound like me or talk like me or have my education or have my professional experience or have had the relationships that I've had, you need to listen to me. And I promise I will listen to you in return.